I have 2 cats. You know what else there's 2 of? I'll give you a second. If you guessed Straw Hat ships in One Piece, you'd be correct. As soon as I realized that, I knew it was fate. I'm gonna make my boys their very own cat beds, worthy of the king of the pirates. That's not quite what happened. I actually just had a ton of stuffing because it's really hard to guess how much that weighs, so I way over ordered. So I was trying to think of ways that I could use it up, and especially like functional things I could make. So cat beds, obvious answer. Not long after deciding that, I was thinking like, okay, what are 2 things I can make, like 2 related things, and then just light bulb moment, had the idea of the 2 ships, and I was like thrilled, and I'm very excited about it. So I pretty quickly bought all the supplies, and in true Allie fashion, it's been sitting in my apartment for months now. But now's the time. Let's do it. Oh, also, hi, I'm Allie. I like to make crafts, and I have 2 cats. Let me know if you want to know anything else about me. Let's get into it.
I never planned properly, so I just sort of guessed what I needed and how much of it to get. Not recommended. Any colors I'm missing, though, I'm going to try to make up for with either embellishing or embroidery. For the beds, my plan is to just make a bottom cushion and then a tube to be like the walls around it. These are the sketches that I'm working from. I simplified them a bit from the real thing, obviously, because, you know. But I'm hoping that they're recognizable enough in the end that it still kind of works.
So this is just the bottom piece from one of my cat's current little house bed things. So I'm gonna use this to figure out like size-wise what to make the base. My cats are 2 very different sizes. Like one is just a big cat, one is a very small cat. I'm gonna make them more ovals, but I'll probably have this be the width for the bigger cat and then smaller cat a little smaller. They're probably not gonna go in the right ones because why would they? But it's a good thought, right? So these are the base pieces. That's the bigger one and the smaller one. Are they a little wonky? Sure. Do I think it's gonna make them any less lay-onable? No. And now we're gonna measure around them to see how long I need the wall pieces to be.
I sewed and stuffed the bottom cushions and then cut out the sides and just sort of guessed what would be a good height for them for the time being. Then I went ahead and started cutting out the templates for the colorful pieces of the ship from my simplified sketches. I drew the shapes on a double-sided fabric adhesive so that I could attach them and cut right around it. I did some hand embroidery type work to add some detail to these pieces as well, and I'm planning to sew them on with black thread to hopefully give an outline sort of effect.
So I have all of these pieces like cut out and detailed with some embroidery thread, and so now we're gonna kind of assemble. And I've gone through a few thoughts with this. Initially I was gonna take the wall portion, add all this stuff on, stuff it, sew it, and then connect it to the base. I think I'm gonna change that, and what I think I'm gonna do now is attach the inside of the wall so that I could see roughly where I'm placing these to make sure that I'm placing them correctly. So I'll place the inside of the wall, put these on, and then sew on the bottom and like stuff it as I go. I'm thinking this will help me get the placement right and also hopefully give the walls a better shape. So that's what we're going with, and I'm just gonna hope that it works out. Okay, so I have both of these sewed down on the inside, and I pinned down where I'll probably do the bottom so I could tell where the wall's gonna be. Also, I think I broke my camera. So this is on my phone. I hope it's not that different quality-wise. Yeah, so now I'm just gonna pin on these pieces and then sew them on, and then we'll be ready to stuff the walls. Let's sew them on. My fingers hurt so bad from hand sewing now, but I need to finish these today, so we're gonna push through. So I have these sewed on and the bottom's pinned down. So that's that one. What's this one? Oh, that one's a lot more crooked than I thought it was. Now what we're gonna do is start sewing down the bottoms, and as I sew a little bit of the bottom, I'll start stuffing the walls, sew a little more, stuff more. So I'm doing it as I go, and that should in theory be it. I hope. If not, I'm sure I'll be letting you know. So let's finish these suckers up. Yeah. Here are the cat beds. Are they perfect? No. Are they good? Jury's still out. Now we're gonna test if the cats will actually use them. I don't have a lot of faith, but we're gonna see. I'm just gonna leave them out and see what happens. So the cat beds are there. Prime suspect number 1 who might use them is right here. So we're gonna see what he does. So I'm now breaking out the big guns using the catnip spray to see if that'll get either of them to pay attention to the beds that I spent so long making. It did something. Go on the bed, buddy. Oh my gosh. Just go on top of it, dude. So Kodak's ideal spot is on my crochet project.